Hello， 大家，今天给各位带来一期特别的视频。这个学期一开始呢，我花了一个周末时间跑到坎昆去待了3天，不是去玩，是去拍摄我这学期一节电影课的期末作业。而这学期呢，现在也结束了，我的电影作业呢也剪辑好了，所以迫不及待的想分享给各位家人们。然后呢，这个视频讲的内容也很简单。一开始呢，我在学校很焦虑所以我用这种快剪的形式体现出了那种焦虑感和生活感觉每天都在重复的感觉。然后去了坎昆感受一下慢节奏的生活，然后我大彻大悟，发现只有把自己的节奏慢下来以后，才能发现身边的各种美，才会去珍惜眼前的这些小幸福。行，这个视频呢是英文的我没有放中文字幕所以这个视频建议大家是当做一次雅思听力或者托福听力的一个材料来练习那话不多说，我们就看视频吧。
This is me, sleeping. I wake up, thinking about last night's dream. Then I eat. First, I eat a burger. Then I drink. Then some chips. And strawberries. I study. I read a book. Sometimes it's too much. I do homework. Then, when I begin to fall asleep, I go back to sleep. If I have to summarize my life into one word, it's repetitive. Every day, I wake up, I eat, I study, and I sleep. I don't like it. What can I do? I asked around, friends and family, and they all said, if you don't like being here, just go. Just go somewhere else. So that's what I did. I got on the first bus next day, went to the airport, and bought a ticket to Cancun. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I knew I wanted to do something different, as if that would take me out of these endless, repetitive cycles. I checked in with the hotel. Since I'm only here for the weekend, I booked the all-inclusive service and decided to spend all of my 3 days inside the hotel. The room was quite spacious, but the weather isn't so nice. It's so cloudy that the ocean feels more white than blue, and that was very unexpected. The 3 days went by very fast, and although the weather condition didn't improve too much, I have to admit I was enjoying every second of it, which was weird because I was still doing all of my works. I was reading economic journals, I was writing my senior thesis, I was reviewing my English papers. I was basically doing everything that I was doing before, but only in a new place. So I wonder what really changed. Was it the dinner, the scallop, the foie gras, or the steak? They were tasty, but they wouldn't be as good without the lady playing the piano in the back. Was it the brunch, the fruit, the salmon bagel, They were pretty good, but it would just be a regular brunch if I didn't have this amazing view right in front of me. Or was it the local food with a glass of pina colada? They're refreshing, but they get even better when you feel the breeze and the sunshine on your face. I guess it could also be the whiskey. I'm not into drinking, but it was definitely delightful to drink it while admiring the performance. So maybe it wasn't the work that became different. What changed is now, when I don't understand, say, a concept in this economic journal, I could just look up and immerse myself in the sound of ocean waves. And I think that's it. The school has taught me if you want to be more productive, you better focus on doing one thing at a time. But doing that also means I won't really notice anything else that's going on. I enjoy my time here in Cancun because it quietly slows down your rhythm and almost forces your mind to wander around. So you just end up doing things as you wish, like floating in the sky or watching a classic movie and smoking a cigar. 3 days went by fast, and I don't know how my life will be any different when I go back home. But one thing that I do know is slow down, look around, and amazing things might just happen. Leaving Cancun and going back home. Today, I decided to step into a local museum that I have passed by at least 1,000 times before. It's not that I didn't notice, but I simply felt it would be a waste of time, just like everything else that I was doing with my life. But walking in and looking around, I was immediately amazed by the variety of artworks that this place has to offer. One thing that has been on my mind recently is how do you create the perfect film still for my project? This has been one of the more foreign concepts in my experience working with film. Today, the museum happens to put on an exhibition of film stills made for Hollywood movies in the 80s and 90s. Looking through them, learning the inspiration and story behind each film, I now have a more clear vision as to how I want to create my own film still, which was a pleasant surprise that I didn't expect entering this museum. I think the pandemic has constantly confined me to a tiny space. Therefore, I almost forgot that the answer might be lying right there if I could step outside for just once. The first floor has been very enlightening, and when I stepped onto the second, my attention was immediately captured by the giant spiral art that's made of fishing nets, steel chain, and paracord. The artists hope to warn people from damaging the ocean, making this artwork not only aesthetically pleasing, but also quite meaningful. Along the way, there are a few expressive arts that artists made in order to present their internal struggle and conflicts, which were interesting to look at. And as I keep walking, I step into a room consisted entirely of European art. The paintings span across 7 centuries, and all of them intend to valorize, moralize, and inspire. Standing in front of these artworks, I sensed some peacefulness. What I like about art is not only their content, but their ability to take audience into their own story. It takes away people's emotion and forces us into a rhythm, in harmony with the artwork itself. In fact, when I leave the building, I can't even tell how much time has passed by. Feeling the sunshine and taking a deep breath, I can't say that I've become a new person in the past few days, but I do feel more at peace with myself. I was so caught up in the repetitiveness that I forgot to notice and appreciate these moments, ideas, objects, and people around me. I think a lot of times people get too anxious trying to get things done. But sometimes you'll discover amazing things when you take a break, when you slow down.